Hello there. Hello there, channel members, friends, and followers from around the world. This is Q8 Pilot, your host for tonight's show. I am excited today to bring you this live stream from the state of Kuwait. It is torching hot here today, reaching about 46 Celsius right in the afternoon. I want to welcome all of you aboard this Turkish Airways flight from Dalaman Airport to Istanbul. Of course, today we are flying a real-world route. Of course, the real-world route is flown by a 737-800, but today we are going to be flying the 737. I want to welcome with us today on the stream Drishal. Welcome aboard. Good evening, my friend Ronald Stinger. Hello, my friend Alex. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. We have also Togril. Hello from Turkey. Hello, we have somebody from Turkey, and we have also Kamar with us today. Welcome aboard, Kamar. Glad to have you with us tonight. We have Sakyo. We have Kenny Myers. Greetings, my friend. All is well. We are doing very well. Sharon, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. So today, we are flying from this beautiful airport, Dalaman Airport in Turkey. And this airport has been developed by Simulations, a beautiful airport, beautiful rendition of the airport, quite detailed, performance optimized, just really a lovely airport, very well. We're going to take a look at the airport once we have, set up the aircraft for our flight, but really a very beautiful rendition of the airport, and both inside and out. By the way, I have done a cinematic showcase of this airport. But first, today this is the subject of our flight today, the PMDG 737, and the update that it has recently received. So today we're going to be taking it for a short flight from Dalaman or Lima Tango Bravo Sierra to Istanbul, Lima Foxtrot Tango Mike. Let's go ahead and get things started. Here we have the ground power unit and the jetway connected to the aircraft. Of course, I want to welcome everyone on Twitch as well today. Matteo, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Good day to you. Glad to have you with us. The high humidity with 40 plus Celsius would kill you. Yeah, we're kind of accustomed to it, but it has been a very hot day today in Kuwait. All right, so folks, what we're going to do first today is let me go ahead and say fly now. And for those of you who are on my Twitch channel, are able to see both my location using the little map, the extension map, and you have also a number of commands so you can do the route, and you can do the predictions and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Rand, cool on Twitch, welcome aboard. We have also two-man Sinstra. Welcome aboard, my friend. It's very difficult to read your name. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it, but welcome aboard. So today, basically, let me bring up Sim Toolkit Pro. So this is our flight today. And by the way, one of the nice things in Sim Toolkit Pro in the 0.9 is the fact that you can do screenshots now. So when I do a screenshot, it will show the screenshot on the flight path here. We'll take a look at that as we go. Our operational flight plan is here for you guys to take a look at. And as you can see here, we are going to be cruising at 38,000 feet today for our flight. And we're going to be carrying approximately 13,000 pounds of fuel. Our route today is quite simple. We're going to be departing Dalaman Airport, runway 01 through the Kikio 1 departure and runway 01. And then we're going to arrive into Istanbul, Lima Tango Foxtrot Mike, runway 35 right. We are going to be performing an ILS approach. The weather today is quite pleasant here at Dalaman. We have 180°8 knot wind, so not too bad. And a few clouds at 3,000. The temperature is 25 Celsius, quite pleasant. QNH is 1005. No significant change in the next couple of hours. And we have MB Liveries. Welcome aboard, my friend. Just joined us on Twitch, and for those of you who do not know MB Liveries, he is the #1 livery creator for X-Plane, P3D, Microsoft Flight Simulator. He's got a magic paintbrush, and his liveries are absolutely the best out there. MB Liveries, welcome aboard, my friend, and thank you for being with us this evening. We have also Billy McCuddy, who has just subscribed to the channel. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you with us. So today we are going to be flying this beautiful aircraft, and the first thing we are going to do is we are going to turn on the battery. Battery is on, and we're going to bring up the ground power. And now ground power is established to the aircraft. And the next thing we're going to do is we are going to set the load and balance. So we're going to go to FS actions. We're going to go to the fuel. And for the fuel today, we are going to input 13,500 pounds of fuel. 13,500. Welcome from Greece, my friend. Welcome aboard. So 13,500 pounds of fuel today. And for the payload, we are just going to enter the zero fuel and it will manage everything else for us. So let's go here to the zero fuel and put 118.4, 118.4 for our zero fuel today. There we go. And everything else looks good here. We're going to go back and we are ready to set up the FMC. All right. So we're going to first make sure that we do the overhead panel here. Let's go and set our first, actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and do the checks here real quick. So that check's okay. Come on. All right, that checks okay. And the cargo fire test as well. Checks good. Come on. There we go. All right, so this check's okay. And now we can go to the overhead panel. And we're going to do some more checks here. Max speed, stall warning tests, all is good. And now we can set the adheres to nav mode. And once we have the align on both, now we can turn on the yaw damper. And next we are going to make sure the left after fuel pump is turned on. Everything looks good here, all is good here. And we are going to come down here. Already we are fueled. Emergency lights can go on. And we're going to turn on the fasten seatbelt non-smoking signs, both on. There we go. On and on. And everything good here. Window heat can go on. And hydraulic pumps. Everything looks good here. We're going to put the packs on auto. There we go. And we're going to set our final cruise altitude today to 38,000 feet. Everything is good here as far as the lights are concerned. So now we are ready to go and program the FMC. Let's see here. Let's see. There we go. All right. So we're going to go to position init. And we're going to enter the current position of the aircraft. Mayday going down. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. I've noticed the forums a lot of users complaining about the 737 after the latest update from PMDG. Have you noticed anything yourself? I have not noticed anything out of the ordinary. So performance-wise or anything, no, everything is fine and dandy. I do like the improvements they made to the textures. I still think the textures are not where they should be, but it's actually pretty good. So there we go. I'm doing very well, MB Liveries. Thank you very much. Oh, that's great. That's great. I'm glad that you're with us. And if you have any questions, please be sure to let me know. All right, we're going to go to the route. And now I have already exported the flight plan from SimBrief. So all we need to do is go to request. Why is it not? All right, so let's go to request flight plan. And this is our plan here. And we are going to select that and request it. And it will take just a few moments to load up the plan, and then we'll be good to go. All right, we're going to load the plan now. Now, a lot of criticism has come to the PMDG for the lack of an EFB and the poor integration with the SimBrief. And I do know that they are working on an EFB, but yeah, I mean, I would love to see improvements there, but still this add-on, in my view, is the #1 add-on today for Microsoft Flight Simulator. All right. We're lagging a bit. That's all right. Okay, we are done here with the flight plan. Of course, we need to select the SIDS and stars. So we're going to go to the departure. We're departing runway 01 today, and we are going to be doing so through the Kiko 1U. We're not receiving enough stream. So it looks like I'm getting a message. Please, guys, do let me know if you are experiencing some difficulty. So we are good there. We are going to select the departure. This is our departure. The Kiki 1 uniform. And we're going to execute that. And we are good there. Let me see here. Let me check here. Looks like it's buffering a bit there. And then we're going to go back to the route. And now we can select the arrival. And the arrival is going to be just got cut off for the feed. Had to reboot YouTube. All right, perfect. Yeah, I can see the connection there again. Back. Hopefully, we won't have any issues there. All right. So if we look now at the arrival, we're arriving into the inbit 2 alpha, runway 35, inbit 2 alpha, to inbit 2 alpha, 35 right. That's and we are performing and ILS runway 35 right through the Emran transition. And we select that. Now, again, for those of you who are new to flight planning and just so that you know which transition to select, if you go to your flight plan and scroll all the way down right before the arrival, you will see this last one here in your star. You will see the Emran here. This is the transition. So that's how I know that this is the transition that we want for this flight. Picture goes blurry and buffers. It should be okay now. I noticed that it's gone blurry a little bit, but now the connection should be good. All right, so now we have the departure and the arrival. If we go now to the legs page, everything should look good. We'll make sure there are no discontinuities, which there aren't. And now we can go to the initial reference here, and we are going to enter this information ourselves, so we're not going to use the request perf in and the reserves today. And again, for those of you who are new to setting up the Boeing FMC and new to flight planning, the way we calculate the final reserves here is we calculate the alternate. So this one here, so that, oh, come on, this value here with this value here. So this is 3.8. We'll approximate this to 4 plus 2. That's 6. And we are going to enter 6 right here. The cost index for this flight is 5. I like the new sounds, the new ambient sounds in the cockpit of the PMDG. Did you eat all your minimums in Simbri prior to loading? Not sure I follow you there, Roland. All right, so the final cruise altitude today for our Turkish flight 2557 service to Istanbul is 38,000 feet. 38,000 feet. So we're going to enter 38,000 feet. The current average cruise winds 285 degrees 026, 285 and 26 knots. And the outside temperature, we'll leave that alone. Everything looks good. We are going to set this. Everything is looking fine and dandy. We are going to derate our takeoff today. And we're going to go to the takeoff and set the flaps to flaps 5. and the center of gravity is set. That gives us today a trim of 5.65. Our V1 today is 126, V rotate 128, and 135 for V2. All right, perfect. So we have everything ready here now. And what we can do now is start the APU. And after starting the APU, we're going to take a look a little bit here at the airport. So let's go ahead and start the APU. Right. And APU is now starting. We can now set our information here. Let me go real quick to initial reference. We're going to go to the limits takeoff. We're going to take our V2 135 and we're going to add 10 to that, 145. Actually, let's add 12, so 147. We'll add that there. We're going to turn on the flight directors on both sides, and we're going to set our altitude to the final cruise altitude since we're flying offline. Gibby has been a member for 2 years. Happy anniversary, and thank you for your support. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Sander. Hello, my friend. I admire your calmness. Oh, come on. Is your signature... all right. So let's set this to 38,000 feet is what we need. I was planning to do this flight on IVAO, but it doesn't seem like there's traffic for us there or ATC available for the flight. So we're going to set this to rejected takeoff, and everything here is ready for us to actually push in back. Let's just take a quick look here at the APU. Let's go ahead and fire up the APU, and we are going to turn the APU on, and yeah. Now you can hear the lovely sounds of the APU. Cancel the master caution. All right, so before we take off, guys, before we push back, I do want to show you this this airport a little bit. All right, so let's take just a quick look here at this this really beautiful rendition of Dalaman Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And KW for Life, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you with us. Gibby, and Gibby is with us everywhere. Gibby, thank you very much. Really appreciate it, my friend. All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick look here at Dalaman Airport, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at the rooftop here. I mean, just phenomenal work, really, by Simulations. And the entire airport interior is actually modeled. Just look at that. Very easy on the frames. And just you've got all the signage there, and you've got people moving around as well. You can see, I'm not sure what this gentleman is doing here, but yeah, it's a really nice airport, very well modeled, very easy on the FPS. You've got a lady there sitting there waiting for her flight, looks like, and as you go, you can also see just people walking around. Everything is modeled, by the way. The passport control, immigration, ticket desks, everything is modeled in this. Steve, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. And here you have also the these guys are checking into their flight, the Pegasus gate number 33. Some people waiting there. Again, really nice airport. I really like this rendition of Dalaman by Simulations. A great airport, really all around. If you look anywhere in this beautiful scenery, you will find something that will please you there. As you can see here, there's just a lot to wander around and look over this airport. So lots to see, and it's quite detailed. Again, if you look at pictures of the real airport, even the restaurant here, or the lounge, looks like this is, the Dalaman Lounge there. Really beautiful airport, and very well optimized as well for Microsoft Flight Simulator. All right. So now that we've taken a look at Dalaman Airport, and by the way, for those of you who are on YouTube, you can simply type in exclamation DEP, and you'll get the link to the airport. James, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us tonight. And guys, I really appreciate you hitting that like button for me. It's very much appreciated. A like and subscribe for those of you who are not subscribed. And we have also Gunansh. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. So I definitely recommend this airport. And by the way, the airport, the arrival airport is of Istanbul is actually freeware. And again, the link is available in the chat command. Motosoa, hello, my friend. Good evening. Glad to have you with us. Welcome aboard. BB, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you with us. All right, folks, we are ready to go. And what we're going to do now is that we are going to turn on the fuel pumps. Fuel pumps are turned on, and we are ready to go. We're going to turn on the beacon light, and we are now ready for push and start. So we are going to come to the FMC, and we're going to go to FS Actions. And from the FS Actions, we're going to select, before we do that, let's go return services. We are going to release the jetway and release the ground power. And we're also going to make sure our parking brake is set and remove the chocks. Perfect. And now we can call the pushback truck. We are going to push the nose to dot the I. No, that's not what we want. Cross the T. All right, let's see. Self-drive, no. Straight up, no. There we go. Standard nose to the left is what we want. 90 degrees is good. And we can select our tug. We're going to select the TPX 200, and we're going to select start.
Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start. They want the tail to our right. Copy that. Ready for push, tail right.
Olivia, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us tonight. All right, let's release the parking brake.
Brakes released. Brakes released. Here we go.
All right, we're starting the pushback now. We are going to turn off the packs. Packs are off, and we're going to start with the engine number 2. And the engine number 2 is now spooling. I'm getting intermittent connection issues here, but hopefully it wouldn't be too bad for you guys. All right, and let's give it some fuel.
Pushback complete. Parking brake, please.
All right, parking brake is set. Let's go ahead and set our trim to 5.65. You've got to love the sound of the
Pin is pulled. Watch for the
stabilizer.
on your right. Have a good flight.
All right, that's set. And we can now start engine number 1. Thank you very much, BMN King. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Nice to see the difference in simulation between MSFS and X-Plane. For sure. All right, we have, there we go. We can start, and we can also set our flaps 5 for departure. We no longer need this, so we're going to go back, and we're going to set the FMC to climb. There we go. That is set, and we're also going to change the transponder code to something little other than 123. So 2334, and we're going to set it to TARA. Perfect, and we have a good start on the engine number 2. Lex page. Let's put the traffic on, and well, let's go ahead and select terrain as well. All right, all is good here. Everything's set here. Flaps are set. All right, so let's go back to the overhead panel and set things up here. All is good here. Everything's good here. We're gonna put these on the gens, and let's see, runway turn off lights, taxi lights. We're going to turn on the window heat, and we're going to set the packs on auto, isolation valve on auto, and we no longer need the APU bleed. The engines will go to continuous, and we're going to turn off the APU bleed. And now we are good to go. Everything looks good. Yep. All right. All right, the FMC has a message. Let's see what it wants us to do here. All right, so it says unable 240 knots at BS 301. Let's go BS 301. Where is that? Unable 240. All right, well, that's all right. That's not a big deal. Okay, so this is 35, flight level 359. Looks like 38,000 feet is a lot for this flight. All right, let me go to initial reference here. You know what? I'm going to change the final altitude to 340 and execute. And I'm going to change it as well here. All right. We're going to leave that, and we're going to change it as well for the pressurization. So this will be our final altitude there, 340. Yep, that's much better. Alrighty. Okay, we are good to go. Let's release the parking brake, and let's head over to the runway 01 for departure. Marcus, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Awesome. The EFB is hardly needed, and the 737 to compete with it. No, I don't think that you need it to compete. Not at all. Why is the aircraft not moving? Why is the aircraft not moving? Is it stuck? Not sure what's going on there. There is nothing there. Not sure what's holding the aircraft. Is it the chocks? Huh. I thought we removed them. Alright, there we go. I thought we removed the chocks. I still prefer X-Plane. In a lot of respects, I have to agree with you that I like X-Plane, but I enjoy both simulators, to be very honest. I'm starting to enjoy Microsoft Flight Simulator. I didn't when it first came out, to be completely honest, but quite seriously, I am enjoying Microsoft Flight Simulator now with the PMDG, the Phoenix A320, and all those great add-ons. Really, it has... man, this airport is fantastic. I just really like this airport a lot. Look at that. Look at the texture work there on the flaps. Wow, that's really nice. Hey, Abdulaziz Al Ramadan. Greetings, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. Charger, hello, my friend. I doubt Chucks would actually hold a powerful jet in place like that. Well, actually, it might, but not if you give it full thrust. Of course, it probably won't. Let's not carry it away with the speed there. Flying Island Guy, welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. And the add-ons are the main reason that most people have stuck with X-Plane for so long. I do agree. The fidelity of the add-ons in X-Plane are just outstanding, and definitely a lot more people are switching probably to Microsoft Flight Simulator now in anticipation of the release of X-Plane 12, which, by the way, looks absolutely stunning. So I really can't wait for it to release and really start streaming it for you guys here on the channel. I love the I9 simulations. A300, yes, it is one of the best aircraft. The entire range of INI builds aircraft, the INI A300, the Beluga, and the A310 are all excellent aircraft for X-Plane, and I highly recommend all three of them. They're excellent, really. By the way, folks, here's some news for you. I have received information from the developers of FS Realistic Core that the new update is coming very soon, and they have made some significant changes to it to really bring that immersion to your flying experience in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I can't wait to get my hands on it and showcase it to you guys. Henrich, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Thank you, sir, for being here. I really appreciate it. Appreciate all your support. So yeah, FS Realistic new update is coming very soon. In fact, it will be released in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that, and hopefully we'll be able to show you a preview of it very soon here on the channel. Alright, we're getting close to the runway. This is runway 01 for our departure today out of Dalaman Airport. And as a reminder, folks, Dalaman Airport has been developed by Simulations, another Q8 Pilot channel partners, and it is really an airport that I like a lot by Simulations. I think it is probably their best work so far. It's a beautiful airport. I felt very inspired when I was provided with a copy to take a look at the airport, and I've made a kind of a long cinematic of it because I think it just deserves the effort. It's a great airport. Marcus Hammer, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. let's notify cabin crew here. All right, I think I'm gonna bring the panel lights. Things are getting a little dark here. It is, by the way, about 7:30 in the evening. I have tweaked the time a little bit so we can have a nice departure out of Dalaman in daylight. At least we can see what's going on there. All right, we're approaching the runway there. So we're going to turn on the landing lights. Runway turn-off lights are already on. We are going to turn the strobe lights and the wing lights, and we are good. Flaps are set, rejected takeoff. We can also hide this a little bit and bring the panel lights here. There we go. Perfect. All right, auto throttle is turned on. And we are cleared for takeoff, runway 01. What a beautiful looking departure. Excuse me. Out of Dalaman Airport here. All right, we are ready to go, folks, and everything is set for departure. And toga. Checked. Controls are still a bit touchy. Rotate. Pause, ready to climb. Gears going up. Beautiful. You have to really admire the sounds, and those are the sounds that you'll hear in a real Boeing. Speed check, flaps 1, and we're going to begin our turn here. VNav, LNav. Speed check, flaps up. Right, and we are going to turn on Command A. Autopilot is now engaged. And let's take a look at the outside. What a beautiful departure here out of Dalaman Airport aboard this Turkish Airlines flight to Istanbul. By the way, guys, if you want me to change the time a little bit for our arrival, I can definitely do that. If you want me to arrive during daylight, or if you want me to try nighttime this time, we can definitely do that as well. Just let me know what your preference is, and we'll do it. Steve Jones, welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. I'm still learning from the 152. Just have to study up some videos. What a fantastic scenery here. Just really lovely. Vinny Fly has just become a subscriber. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you as a subscriber of the Q8 Pilot channel. And there is a restriction here. It looks like at 8,000 feet. 250 knots, of course, is maintained below 10,000 feet. We are going to set the ignitions here to the off position. And everything's looking good here. Yeah, so definitely if you guys would like... You were rude to me. I will never forget it. Was I rude to you? I'm sorry, man, if that's for me. Mert, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Istanbul is a beauty at night or under daylight. You choose. Okay. Start night rating soon. Definitely night. Okay, well, then we'll do a night approach today into Istanbul. So, I don't think I've ever been rude to anyone, so I'm not sure. Saulo, I'm not sure if this message was intended for me, my friend, and I do apologize if, you know, if I didn't meet your expectations in any shape or form. Ethic White, welcome aboard to the Q8 Pilot channel. Yes, it is you when I asked about the Phenom 300. I'm sorry, what was your question about the Phenom 300? Q8, can you make it challenging with almost zero visibility? Hey Monish, how are you doing, my friend? Glad to have you on board. George, is it George? FS Realistic works with PMDG. It should work with any aircraft, yeah. All right, we're climbing now 12,000 feet, and Billy B16A, hello, my friend. Good evening to you. Absolutely. No, Q8, you don't have it in you to be rude. Yeah, Steve. I mean, I don't know. I might have not answered a question or something, but I'm never rude, and I do apologize if I came across as such to anyone. I try my absolute best to, you know, to be cordial with anyone and everyone. How are the physics in MF compared to XP? Is it a noticeable difference? Well, let me answer this question for you guys. And unable to, let's see, hold on. Let's check this one here at Inbit. Where is Inbit? All right, well, that's not a problem. So guys, if you get a problem like this, you see that the speed here is 245 and the speed here is 245. And it says unable 280. So what we're going to do is we're just going to say 245 and /, and we're going to come here. And now we can see it says, and we'll just say execute. And now we'll recompute all the speeds once again for the flight. As you can see now, everything shows 245, and we will no longer get that problem there with the speed unable. So we'll go back to the legs page here. And all's looking good. What a beautiful, the sky colors are just fantastic. Let's give it some background. Main panel is there. We're going to give it a little background color here, background lights. And we're going to turn on the lights here as well. There we go. Panels here. And Q8 is the nicest streamer I've never seen, but I build's not nice. Oh, really? Oh, sorry about that. After the most polite streamers on YouTube. Oh, thank you very much, Alex. I'm humbled, my friend. Thank you. All right, let's turn on some lights here. Panel lights again. And floodlights, maybe? Yeah. All right. So basically, after the update of the PMDG, let's set barrel reference to standard. I personally, I like the fact that they've made some improvements to the textures, the panel work. The aircraft seems a bit easier on frames as well. So at Dalaman Airport, without all the streaming software, I was getting about 52, 53 FPS on the ground. So yeah. In the previous version, I was getting a little less than that, about 43, 42, 43. So I'm pretty pleased with the changes they've done. We have with us Pilot Ooze from Turkey. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. Munish, I think the meaning, yeah. Ethic White, hello Captain, which LTFM scenery do you use? I'm using the freeware LTFM scenery of Istanbul Airport, and to get the link to it, just type exclamation ARR for arrival, and you should be able to get the link there for the airport. I'm a student pilot in Turkey. Oh, that's great. We have a student pilot with us on stream, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you. And I'm very fond of Turkey. Its people, its music, its cuisine. Really a beautiful country to visit. And Turkish music is something I absolutely adore. I love listening to Aytaç Dugan, the guy that plays the kanun. You can search him on YouTube. He's one of the best kanun players I have seen. Very, very talented young man. And yeah, Turkish music is just lovely. Turkish cuisine is lovely. I mean, just try their food. Ooh, very, very delicious. Len Dursey, I got the Phoenix A320 when it came out the other week, but my PC can't run it, so I have to wait. That's really bad. Yeah. Let's smoke some hookah after landing. Yeah, why not? All right, let's take a look at some of the external views, folks. By the way, we need to kill those lights, taxi lights and wing lights. I love the wing flex on the PMDG 7.3. It's brilliant. So let me answer the question about how is the flight model different in X-plane versus MSFS. Now, I'm going to say this from the perspective of an experienced flight simmer and not the perspective of a real-world pilot. We're approaching our top of climb now. So, first of all, I will tell you that I have done a test. And this test was a test where I brought in the default Cessna 172 of X-plane and the default 172 in Microsoft Flight Simulator, placed both aircraft at Seattle Tacoma International Airport, the same time, same weather conditions, and I've done a circuit. I've flown a couple of circuits. We've done a couple of, flights there, a couple of rounds, and takeoff, landings, couple of takeoffs, couple of landings in both X-plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator. And here's what I can report to you guys based on what I have done on all the tests that I've done. The difference between those two aircraft, in particular, the Cessna 172, is extremely subtle. So the differences are very minimal, and only probably a qualified airline pilot who's very experienced in flying the Cessna 172 can probably tell you which simulator provides a more accurate flight model. That said, I have found the response of the aircraft to wind in Microsoft Flight Simulator is more believable from the flight simmer perspective. So when I know, for example, there is crosswind or there is gusting wind, the actual simulation of the aircraft moving up in the air under those conditions seemed to me more accurate in X-Plane than it was in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but not by a large margin. So I would get still the effect in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it's not as, at least I know that I've flown Pipers in real life, I've flown Cessnas in real life, and I've actually was in the pilot's seat flying those aircraft, and I do it quite frequently every summer. So I can tell you that X-Plane felt more realistic, but definitely Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming along. I'm not sure what's wrong with the connections today. Keep getting, buffering and connections being disconnected and all that stuff, but hopefully it'll come back. It normally does. And if we look here at our, we have to go to return. Let's go to FMC, and we are at, looks like 34,000 feet. We are at our cruise, so we're going to cruise. The top of descent is successfully connected. Thank you, Microsoft. Thank you, Asobo. The top of descent is about 110 nautical miles, and we should arrive. It should be an interesting approach into Istanbul. So that is what I can report to you guys in terms of at least my experience in the tests that I've done. Hey, anyone know if the PMDG DC-6 is any good? Oh, it is actually fabulous aircraft. The DC-6 is an excellent aircraft. Nico Sana, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you with us. Call me Sticks. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Yeah, it's definitely an excellent aircraft, the DC-6 by PMDG. Brian V, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Your Honda Jet review was great. Seems like a nice plane. Absolutely, yeah. The Honda Jet is an absolutely incredible aircraft. Okay, won't be disappointed then. Look, I will tell you this, Morspeth. If you like classics, you will definitely enjoy the PMDG DC-6. It is a little bit heavy on frames, I will warn you. So, but you can always fly it from, airports that are not very intensive, and you should have no problems. It is really a very accurate rendition of the DC-6. It's been vouched for by many real-world pilots. The EFB of the aircraft is incredible, and you can also fly it in accordance to the actual operating handbook. So you can fly it like really, it's a study level simulation of the DC-6. So you can fly it and, just learn what each knob does. But there's also a virtual co-pilot that can help you with the startup procedure, for example, takeoffs, landings, setting the cold flaps, and doing all that stuff for you, because it can get very difficult. So I get 2 FPS on the Cessna. Well, then I probably wouldn't recommend that you get the DC-6 because it's quite performance hungry. So if you're getting 20 FPS with the Cessna, you will probably not enjoy the DC-6 because it's just quite intensive, and it requires some hefty machine to run smoothly. But as far as do I vouch for it? Yes, it came in my top in the top 10 list of payware aircraft for MSFS. The PMDG DC-6 came in number 4. So it is definitely a wonderful aircraft. I really like the I like the PMDG. I like Boeing in general, and I think it's just really fantastic. And we have Alan Trottier. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Just became a subscriber of the Q8 Pilot channel. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. What is your last waypoint, Q8? The last waypoint is, I believe, Ulmer. Let's see here. Nasvo. So that's our Emran. Emran is the transition into the star. And then Fundy, Oran, Mifaz, Nasvo, and then runway 35 right. Actually, what we can do, folks, is we can go to... one of the things I always like to do is we can go runway 35, come on, 35 right, and we're going to add that as a fix, not in database. 35, okay, I know what's going on. Runway 35 right, add that as a fix, and we're going to add our usual 20 nautical mile range there, and that will, if we go now to plan here, and we can cycle through, let's go to the legs page and step through, you will see that we have placed a 20 nautical mile ring around the runway, and that's again for situational awareness. As you can see now, this is the ring. Let me increase the range here. You can see this is a 20 nautical mile range around the runway there, so we have better situational awareness of what we're doing. Let's switch this back to map, and let's take a look here. About 72 nautical miles for top of descent, so we're actually not very far from our destination now. Alan says, came across your channel a few days ago. Seems I have lots of good content, interesting to catch up with. Well, thank you, Elaine. Thank you very much, my friend. Is it Alan or Elaine? I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but thank you very much for your kind words. I'm humbled, and I'm very glad that you found the channel content useful. Mr. Martini, hello from Atlanta. Welcome aboard. Watching while at work. Yeah, I do that sometimes too. Mr. Dougal McTavish, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you. I didn't know you were on stream. Yeah. Welcome, my friend. I hope you are doing well and you are in good health and the family's safe, and that all of you guys are safe and well. Team Level, could you read my last message? I'm sorry, Team Level. I must have missed it. Team Level, Q8, my clouds. Let's see. My clouds are very grainy and look like they have sparkles all over them. Do you know how to fix it? Team Level, I have posted a video that says how to remove film grain from Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you go to that video, it's a very small fix that you need to do, and your clouds are going to look great. Doctor on board, welcome aboard. I like to make a couple fixed rings at 10 nautical mile and 4 nautical mile from the runway. Helpful for flaps deployment and speed strategy. I agree with you there. Yes, definitely. Try direct Imran after FM 730, because Istanbul has the longest star if you wish. Sure, Mert, if you can just remind me. Once we're there, then we will definitely do that. All right, we are approaching top of descent, folks. So we are 58 nautical miles. Let's go ahead and set up for our arrival. We're going to go to the initial approach. You will note the ILS frequency for runway 35 right is 109.55. So we're going to enter that here, 109.55. All right, and we're going to set it to the active frequency. And we have Simon. Simon, welcome to the VVIP membership, my friend. Thank you so very much for your support. Appreciate it. Welcome aboard, my friend. Thank you very much, and thank you to all the loyal members of the Q8 Pilot channel. 109.55 is set on the co-pilot side, so both frequencies are set, and now we need to set the course, and the course is 354. So 354 is set on both sides. 354, 354, perfect. And we're going to reset the MCP altitude. Now there are two ways we can get you can see that the platform altitude here is 3,000 feet, but you can always consult your chart. In fact, this is what I recommend you do. Let me set this to 3,000, and then we'll bring up the chart and show you this also just for your information. So we're going to set this, the aircraft should begin the automatic descent as soon as we reach the top of descent mark. Let me bring up Sim Toolkit Pro real quick. Actually, what I want to do is I want to show you one thing. I want to go ahead and take so a screenshot has been saved to the gallery, and I want to come here to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Screenshot has been saved. All right, so I'm going to bring up Sim Toolkit Pro, and now you can see there is like an icon here, and if I click this icon, it will bring up the screenshot that I just took in the sim. How cool is that, folks? I really love this feature. Very, very nice. And now if you want to get your, I think that's us right there, so just past the screenshot that we just took. But if we go to Navigraph here, all right, oh, we need to sign in. All right, that's fine. Let's sign in, because I do want to show you all right, so we're going to go to flights, and we're going to go for new flight from SimBrief, and this is our flight today. All right, now if you go all the way and scroll to the arrival airport, which is Istanbul, you see runway 35 right. We're going to select it here, and we're going to select the approach, and if we scroll down to runway 35, this is 35 right, so this is our runway, and if you click here on the chart, you'll see here that it's actually 4,000 feet. So 4,000 feet is the initial platform altitude, and then you will see the altitude at the different fixes here until you actually reach the runway. Here we touch down at 55. Yeah. So here, for example, at DME 14-3 from Uniform Hotel, you need to be at 4,000. Then we need to be at 3,000, 960, 540. So you have, the initial approach platform is 4,000 feet, and it's mandatory here. So we have to do it at 4,000. So we are going to come and adjust this to 4,000 feet. There we go. And we should begin the descent shortly. Let's add some more lights here, some background light. There we go. And I'm going to add some more lights there as well. There we go. Much better. V1 Simulations has very kind words of your channel when he's on YouTube. V1 Simulations is a great guy. He's a beautiful soul, and he puts in some very, very good content. He's an excellent instructor, and he's one of the reasons I came back to YouTube. So I'm indebted to him, and for his kindness. Q8, do you know why we have with us Miss Fun? Which program is this? This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's from my Twitch channel. MB Liveries asks, Q8, do you know why on my 737 to select, for example, the LNAV with the commander's view, I have to click just a little bit more to the left than the button? It's oh, really? I don't know, MB Liveries. I'm really not sure why that is. No, when you showed the screenshot and Navigraph, which, oh, sorry, that's Sim Toolkit Pro. That's Sim Toolkit Pro. So this is what we're talking about here. Yeah, this is Sim Toolkit Pro for those of you who are unfamiliar with the program. And I've just recently made a stream here on Twitch showing all its features. So just check out my channel, my YouTube or Twitch channels. The video should be there. And really, the version 0.9.0 is absolutely incredible. It's the only way to update SimBrief Air Active. Yeah, I mean, the only way to update SimBrief is you have to have a Navigraph subscription, unfortunately, yeah. And Navigraph, okay, thanks. Yeah, gonna look into it. Love the stream and YouTube. Thank you very much. Learned a lot. I'm glad that you've learned a lot, Miss Fun, and I hope you continue to learn, and I hope I can continue to offer, you know, useful content to all of you guys on both YouTube and Twitch for the flight sim community in general. If you are executing ILS Z 35 right, you can descend 5,000 via transition. Oh, that's good to know. We have a new follower. Miss Fun has just joined us on Twitch, so welcome aboard, my friend, and glad to have you with us. And ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching 59,000 subscribers on the Q8 Pilot channel, and when that happens, I'm going to be making a special. It's going to include a giveaway. And I will be giving away, I will tell you right now, that I will be giving away a Tobii Eye Tracker 5 device, courtesy of the Q8 Pilot channel. And I also will be giving a Thrustmaster Boeing throttle quadrant, and the yoke, the flight yoke. So that is going to be... Simon, welcome aboard. So yeah, Simon, did I greet Simon? I hope I did. Simon, if I haven't, Simon, welcome aboard. Thank you for your support, becoming a VVIP member of the Q8 Pilot channel. Appreciate it. Very kind of you, sir. A Navigraph subscription is well worth the $10 per month. Absolutely. Captain 37, how long you've been streaming Q8? Well, I have been doing content on YouTube since 2015. Yeah, so I've been streaming for maybe the last couple of years or so. I haven't streamed for the longest time. The channel was mainly focused on tutorials and things like that. There's the top of descent. I'm still making tutorials. I'm still making top 10s, and you know, still trying to update my knowledge as well. I am going to be taking some courses, some aviation courses, so that I can again bring some more knowledge to you guys. I'm particularly interested in ground operations. To me, it just amazes me how all the logistics take place before the aircraft take off, and there is obviously a lot of preparatory work that happens in the background in terms of the baggage, the catering, ground crew. There's just so many things that take place before the aircraft actually can depart. And it's very interesting how airlines actually do their schedules, and you know how they have the aircraft in different queues for different flights. So I'm very interested in ground operations, and what I will be doing in the coming days is taking some courses in order to bring to you guys this knowledge again on the channel. Tobii and Thrustmaster yoke, what a generous move. Well done, Q8. You are giving more than what you earn. Well, it's really never been an earning thing for me on YouTube or flight simulation in general. It's always been a matter of sharing the knowledge, giving something back to the community. So that is really my aim, Mert. And I know that I am probably one of the more fortunate individuals in this hobby, but I know there are many who are not as fortunate as I am, and I'd like to give something back to those who are less fortunate, and those who have the passion for flight, have a passion for becoming maybe in the future pilots. And I'd like to be I'd like to know that one day I've contributed positively to someone's life and helped them realize their dream, especially when the dream is what I've always dreamed of being, and couldn't do it for a lot of different reasons. I've chosen a different path in life, but yeah, I should say what you get actually. Well, I'll tell you what I get, Merit, in return. I get all the interaction with you guys. I get great friendships. And my reward is when I know that I've contributed positively to someone's life and made a difference. And, a contribution was made to better someone's life or help someone realize their dream. I know many have become real-world pilots after watching the Q8 Pilot channel. So they were inspired. So that to me is wow. Omar, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard from Turkey. Welcome. Glad to have you with us. It's too late to start pilot training for you. Is it too late? Well, it's not. It's never too late. But it's very late to actually seek a career as an airline captain. So you can actually do flight training anytime. You can get type rating. I'm 47 years of age, just for you to know. And to me, nothing is too late or too early. If I feel I want to do something, I will definitely pursue it. That's just the kind of person I am. And I do plan, actually, when I do retire from my day job, I do plan on getting type rating on the Boeing 737. That is definitely one thing that I plan on doing once I retire. But no airline is going to hire you when you're 50 or 55 years of age, and you will not have accumulated sufficient hours for them to hire you. So yeah, it's never too late to do pilot training. Is it late to become an airline pilot? Absolutely. The train has passed, my friend. Absolutely, Steve. Giving without expectations always has a large return. That is absolutely right. Timothy, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Hi, Q8. I'm sure you have answered this question before. What is the biggest difference between the 737 and A320? Thank you in advance for all you do for us. Well, thank you, Timothy, for your question. There's a lot of differences between the Airbus and the A320, the 737 and the A320. For one, they have different engines, they have different shapes, different wing structure. They have the Airbus is far more automated than a Boeing is. So there's a lot of things you need to do with the Boeing, with the FMC or the hydraulics, or with the Airbus, everything is automated. To me, of course, the controls are different. The Airbus has a joystick, whereas the Boeing has a yoke. Again, that's a huge difference. You see this yoke? There's no such yoke in the what is it complaining about? In the Airbus, it's saying Google can't do 250. Why can't it do 250? All right. Well, that's not an issue. We'll do 21245. And we will add it here and execute that. 17,000. All right. So there's a restriction above 15, below 17, in approximately 14.7 nautical miles. All right. Ahmet, hi from Turkey. Once upon a time, I was an A320 pilot on IVAO. Those were nice days. I miss having a nice flight. Enjoy. Thanks for the quality videos. Ahmet, thank you very much for being here and for sharing your experience. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Can we say most of them? Captain 37. All right, let's take a look at the outside real quick. Looks like some clouds as we approach Istanbul. So it's not going to be completely nighttime, but it's going to be an interesting approach without a doubt. IFR Captain, hello my friend. All is good, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. These are Prince Islands, I guess. Oh. Turkey is a really beautiful country. I know that my mom actually was in Turkey last week. She spent the whole week there with her sisters. And she speaks very highly of the people, the country, everything is just wonderful. She had a blast in Turkey. And I know from my own experience that one of the nicest places in Turkey is Antalya. It's just a beautiful place to be. Q8, do you enjoy the manual nature of the 737 or the automation of the A320 more? Personally, Timothy, I love the Boeing 737. I like the manual stuff in the 737. I think it gives you more control over the aircraft. I am a fan of automation without a doubt, but I find the Boeing to be a more rewarding aircraft to fly. Once I was flying Emirates, and I always speak to cabin crew about about the aircraft, about their experience, and what do they think of the Boeing, or what do they think of the what do they think of Airbuses. And I think that most cabin crew that I've interacted with, they actually like Boeing more than Airbus. Those who've tried Airbus, they prefer Boeings over Airbus. But most pilots who've switched from Boeings to Airbus say that they prefer Airbus over Boeing. So that's what I've been hearing, at least. So we have Q8 best out there. Thank you, Rand. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I am getting some messages again intermittently on YouTube with buffering and things like that. So I hope the stream quality is not too bad. So every now and then I get poor connection I hope it's okay for you guys, and that you're not experiencing too much trouble. Casper, hello my friend, welcome aboard. Randber, hello my friend, welcome. Glad to have you. Boeing is an American icon. It is without a doubt an American icon. I personally, I love the shape of the Boeing more than the Airbus, but that's just me. Here are some wing views for you guys. And the sun is almost gone there. Beautiful sky colors. Hello, Istanbul. Right, we're approaching 18,000 feet. By the way, I'm not sure what the transition altitude in Turkey is, but this is the standard that was set there. So we're just going to go ahead and go to the altimeter's 2983, and according to the restrictions here, we're still doing okay. So if we look here, we need to be below 17 and above 15. So I think we're doing all right in terms of our altitude. All's looking good. I think this is probably the first time that I do a night flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The night lighting, by the way, is very nice in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Miguel, hello my friend, welcome aboard. Good afternoon everyone from lonely Spain. Hello my friend, welcome aboard. My family is planning on being in Spain this summer. Unfortunately, I will not be able to make it with them due to commitments at work. But yeah, they are planning on being in Spain this year in addition to the UK. Casper asks, what do you think of X-Plane 12? Will you review it? Casper, absolutely. As soon as I get my hands on X-Plane 12, I will be making a ton of videos, tutorials, and I'm going to be taking a very detailed look at the sim. We're going to be doing a lot of comparison videos as well. So there's a lot to cover when X-Plane 12 is out. I've been watching the interviews, the deep dive interviews with Laminar Research hosted by FS Elite. Our friends there have done a really good job interviewing the entire team of Laminar Research and really getting into in-depth kind of preview of what to expect in X-Plane 12. So I'm definitely very excited about it. The channel, the Q8 Pilot channel, was found on X-Plane originally. I've done a lot more content in X-Plane than any other simulator out there. So I am definitely very excited about it. I think it's very promising based on what I've seen, and I look forward to really flying, flying the aircraft in X-Plane 12 in the very near future. Hopefully, my hunt, probably September this year, is when we're going to have X-Plane 12 launched, but that's just a hunch. Doctor on board, both Boeing and Airbus are great aircraft, just have to fly the correct plane with the correct airline livery. Don't mix Ryanair and A320 or EasyJet and Boeing 7. That's a good one, Doctor on board. Love that. IFR Captain, Boeing more hands-on than Airbus, more automated. That's a fair comment there, yeah. MC Crewfish, hello, good evening, my friend. Thank you very much. I guess Steve says, I get CTDs with any Ryanair. Kuwait for Life sounds like XP12 will be amazing. Yes, sir. It will definitely be amazing, and I really can't wait for it. We have I can't say ULTIMXTE. Welcome to the Twitch channel, my friend. Glad to have you with us. And as you can see now, we are approaching Istanbul now, 13,000 feet, or 4,000. So we're looking good. I love the scenery in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's just really fantastic. Here, let's take a look at the outside. Just lovely. Getting close to FM73 Captain. If you have time, follow the star, but as I mentioned before, LTFM has the longest star. Yep, that's fine. Now there's Prince Island. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's the island right there. Is that it? Or is it on the other side? Oh, is that the one? We're not too far from the runway. This is the 20 nautical mile range ring that we've created. So we're actually pretty close now. That's the churn We're going to come here and then land. We're getting close to 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and turn on the landing lights, runway turn off lights, and why not? Let's turn on the wing lights as well. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and set this to 3,000 feet. There we go. We're looking good. Massive explosions. Sometimes we forget how spoiled we are. I guess we do. There are 5 islands, all of them different names in Turkish, but in English they call Prince Island. Oh, I see. I'm on X-Plane 12 Alpha and looks great. Weather is amazing in X-Plane 12. Yes, definitely. Based on the... you're a lucky man, by the way, IFR Captain. And yeah, definitely based on the pictures that I've seen, the weather is fantastic. Really beautiful. Just beautiful looking. I'm like I said, I'm really excited about X-Plane. And you know, when Microsoft Flight Simulator came out, and you know, everyone was just so hyped, and they say this is the end of X-Plane, and my reply to one of the comments was, you can always bet on Laminar Research. I have a lot of confidence in Laminar Research. I have a lot of respect for the way the company is run. It's definitely run as a family, more so than a business. Austin is a great guy. Again, I love listening to him, and it's a company that I really have a lot of respect for, and I wish them all the success moving forward. Thoughts about the KLM livery? Yeah, I love the KLM livery. I think it's brilliant. Right, we are now approaching 9,000 feet, getting close to our destination. Definitely a long star, as Mert has indicated, but why not? Yeah, let's enjoy the nice scenery. Thoughts about the KLM? I think it's a good livery. I think KLM is a beautiful livery. I personally like KLM a lot. Mr. Martini, I will continue to use both sims. I will definitely continue to use both sims. I think they both offer different things.
Traffic.
And let me go ahead and remove the terrain here so we can see exactly what's going on. By the way, I don't think that we've set up our flaps. So let's go to the initial reference. The ILS frequencies are set 109.55, and we can now select these. So we're going to do flaps 30 and flaps 30, and we are going to select 133 plus 5 for wind correction. That gives us a final approach speed of 138, and we are going to enter that here, and we are good now. Perfect. What a beautiful looking scene. So there's a restriction here. And let's see. There's a restriction at 9,000 for the next about 16 nautical miles, and then we'll begin our descent once more. Which one has better sound, Zebo, Level Up, or PMDG? Well, Level Up and Zebo are essentially developed by the same. The Level Up, what I like, what the guys at Threshold have done with the Level Up is that they've gotten authentic sounds for the different aircraft, so they actually sound different. in each aircraft, which is very, very good. I like the fact that they've done that. Now, as far as PMDG, they've got nice sounds as well. I think, by the way, Zibo is the #1 add-on for flight simulation, period. It's free and it's fantastic. And that what makes it, I think, one of the better add-ons for flight simulation. Is free. And of course, the counter add-on to that in Microsoft Flight Simulator is the fly-by-wire A320 Neo, also a freeware, and it's absolutely just fantastic. And the new changes they've made into their EFB are just phenomenal. Just really a great add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And over the peninsula, you can spot Hagia Sophia and the Sultan Hamid Mosque, the Blue Mosque. Oh, cool. Looks like someone is flying there. I'm not sure who that is. Casper, wonder if XB12 A330 will become Zibo quality. I hope so. Definitely, yeah. Epido has some awesome sounds too. Yes, I agree. Duncan, hello my friend. Welcome aboard. I was out on a jog. Didn't realize your stream had started. Great seeing you, Q8. Well, great having you with us, Duncan. Thank you very much for making it here on stream tonight, and I hope that you've had a healthy jog there. Hello world, great graphics, hoping X-Plane 12. Lost that message. Where did it go? X-Plane 12. I'm running XB11 with enhanced skyscapes, and it's very beautiful. Absolutely. We will appreciate your kindness. I'm not sure what's going on, but Dougal, thank you very much for keeping the chat in check. Appreciate it, my friend. Yes, X-Plane 12 will have definitely volumetric clouds. All right, here we go. We're descending again now. We're out of our restriction. Carl Childers, welcome aboard, my friend, and thank you for your continued support to the channel. Peace be upon you, my friend, and I hope you and your family are doing well. I'm doing very well, thank you. Ed Reed, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you as a subscriber here of the Q8 Pilot channel. And we are now descending, folks, as you can see here. Let me just show you real quick. So this is actually the start. So we're going to come over here, and then that's the turn into Istanbul. Looks like this guy is also landing at Istanbul. It looks like he's established on the ILS. So yeah, we are looking good now, and we continue our descent. If you could all report. Yeah, it looks like Dougal has taken care of him, so thank you, Dougal, very much. Appreciate it. Flight sim is becoming more realistic really fast. So fast, never experienced. Yeah, I do agree. We were having really great times with flight simulation. I think we've never had a better time for the development and the progress in flight sim. And I think this hobby has become more enriched with the arrival of real world pilots. So probably that's one of the good things from the COVID days. I think COVID has brought those real world pilots to YouTube to keep training and to stay up to date, and it's to our advantage when we have the prospective real world pilots telling us about the aircraft, the fidelity, the realism, which flight model is more accurate. I can probably mention a few. Into the Blue simulation is real world pilot, so is a V1 and flight deck to sim, reflected reality, all real world pilots. So I mean, we've never had it better. When I started 5 years ago, there were flight simulation wasn't really a big thing. But today, if you look at the flight sim conferences that take place and how much throughput it's got and how many people actually attend, you can definitely understand how big the hobby has become and how big flight simulation has become. It's become really an industry. Better, how are you, my friend? Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. Q8Y MSFS has no. Yeah, so I think the weather information is not in the SDK, so it's not available for developers yet to program it into their add-ons, and for this reason, we don't get it with any aircraft. All right, we are getting close. What we're going to do is let's take a note of our speed here. So above 4,000, 22 knots. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start reducing our speed. Actually, let the FMC now. We still have quite a way before we arrive into, let's see here, just kind of increase the range. Yeah, so that's our turn. So we're getting actually pretty close now. So I'm going to go ahead and start reducing our speed. Let's go to VS. And we are going to reduce our speed to 205 knots. That's a diesel mark, but that's all right. We'll descend a little early. Looks like there is traffic there. Looks like he's already inbound for runway 35 right. For a while it was impossible to get flight sim hardware. Stuff was flying off the shelf. Yep, absolutely. Weather radar will come in sim update 10. Yeah, hopefully it will come in. Hopefully it will not break anything. So Sobo has been known for breaking things with every sim update. So hopefully this sim update will bring performance improvements and will not break other stuff. All right, we are now approaching. It looks like there's quite a bit of traffic here at Istanbul. All right, so folks, what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna bring up the flight control replay by Fabio Marlo, I believe the name is, and we're gonna start recording our approach. I know there is a pause that happens normally, so I just let's call this TUR 2257, and it just freezes the sim there for a little while, and then everything's back to normal. Looks like you're number 3 for approach. Yep. I'm not sure when the sim update is coming. I think it was sometime in June, but I'm not sure. I think it was delayed though. That's what I All right, we can remove that now from the screen. And we are now looking good. All right, let's start configuring. As you can see now, we're going to reduce our speed to 160 knots. We have the localizer needle there. So we're going to reduce. We are going to set the auto brake to 2. The engine's there to continuous. All our lights are already on. So we are looking good. And we are going to hit the approach button there. You can see the runway right there. Actually, let's 3,300 feet. What do you mean? That's fine. All right, speed check, flaps 1. Our final approach speed today, we can see the localizer needle is 138. Speed check, flaps 5.
Traffic.
Yeah, it looks like
Descend.
looks like there's a lot of traffic here at Istanbul. What is that? Looks like some sort of a tower there.
Clear of conflict.
Right, we're looking good, and we are pretty close now to the airport. As you can see to our left, we're arriving into Istanbul. The weather is calm, skies are clear, and everything is looking great for our landing. We're going to maintain current speed, current flap settings, and the current altitude until established on the localizer. All's looking good. There is our turn. And by the way, the scenery of Istanbul we're using today is freeware, available through the command exclamation ARR for those of you who are on the YouTube channel. Lilo, hello my friend, and welcome aboard. And here is our turn. As you can see now, we have the glide slope and localizer needles both active on the display. And we're going to maintain 160 knots until the glide slope is active. Alright, let's arm the speed brake. Speed brake is armed, landing lights, everything's good. And here's our turn to intercept single channel. As you can see, weather is perfect. We're landing runway 35 right. And we're now lined up with the runway. We'll maintain 160 knots, flaps 5, until we start seeing the glide slope needle moving. We are now on the localizer, as you can see. Please check out the Fly Low Twitch channel. I promise you will seriously... Oh, thank you very much. I will definitely do that. Dougal, if you can send me the channel URL in Discord, that would be great. I'd be very grateful. And welcome aboard, Fly Lilo. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. Q8, what is the must-have payware GA plane? If you mean for Microsoft Flight Simulator, please refer to my recent video, the top 10 payware add-ons for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I list all the great add-ons I think you should have for Microsoft Flight Simulator. All right, we're getting there. Glide slope needle is coming down, so I'm going to reduce our speed to 150 knots and speed check flaps 10. Flaps 15. All right, there we go, and gear is going down. And of course, at 1,000 feet, just look at the amount of traffic there. Lots and lots of traffic here at Istanbul. And as a reminder, our final approach speed today is 138 knots. And at this point, we can reduce our speed to 145 knots. Speed check.
Traffic.
Flaps 25. We are on the glide slope and the localizer, and it looks like there's traffic.
Crossing, descend. Descend, crossing, descend.
Well, the TCAS works
descent.
for sure.
Increase descent.
All right, and at this
Clear
point,
of
we are
conflict.
going to reduce our speed to 138 knots. Speed check, flaps 30.
Traffic. Traffic.
All right, we're all configured, clear to land. Runway 35 right. All right, and let's go ahead and disconnect the autopilot. And we're going to disconnect the auto throttle as well. Come on, come on, come on.
Traffic.
All right, I'll
Traffic.
just do this. All right, my aircraft. A little bit of wind there, not very violent, but nothing we can't manage, I think.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Woo! Beautiful. Manual braking. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Istanbul International Airport. There's some guy there. Make a... Ooh. I wasn't sure if I had the crash, the damage detection thing on, so... it looks like it's alright. We've made it safely. Yeah. Sounds like... well, thank you very much, sir. Camille, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Vacate right. Oh, is it? Alright, let's vacate from the right. And we can come here and turn off the landing lights. Taxi lights are on. And we can also turn off the strobes. Let's retract the flaps. Now, I'm not sure what will happen for the replay if we retract the flaps, but that's okay. Oh, I see why you told me to vacate to the right. Well, it's good to have folks that are familiar with the airport. Great landing, mate. Thank you very much. The landing rate actually wasn't very good, if you ask me. According to SimToolkit Pro. 261, is it? 261? Yeah, it's not... It's a bit firm. Not too bad. Thanks very much, Dougal. Appreciate it. Oh, okay. So the left is the cargo. Okay. Thank you, IFR Captain. Appreciate it. It doesn't matter. The flaps are always up on replays for some reason. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I use flight controlled replay, and I probably should do a video for you guys on this program because I know a lot of you have been asking me about it. So I probably should do a video to kind of show you its features and how it's used. By the way, this scenery is totally free of, if you're free of charge. 261 is good. Yeah, it's not bad. It's all right. There was definitely a bit of wind there as we came into land. Just look at all the traffic. Well, everybody's coming into Istanbul this evening. That's cool. It's a great program, but it shouldn't be a program. It should be included with the sim, in my opinion. I agree there. Definitely. Tulip-shaped ATC tower, which is a symbol of Istanbul. Oh, I see. Man, I love it when I fly to, you know, a spot and there is somebody who actually belongs to that part of the world, because I think it makes the stream so much more interesting. And I personally learn a lot about the country and its culture from you guys. So that's actually one of the rewards I get with flight simming, is really learning about the world and learning about different cultures and learning about... I've had a group flight with Simhanger. Mark is a great guy. And it was actually a lot of fun. Really learning about... We were flying over the UK, VFR. and the folks actually were different. Folks were from different parts of the UK, and as we flew, they were actually talking about it, about the different places and what to expect there. So it's very nice. You are going to de-icing area, is it? Now we're just going to keep going straight, and it looks like I see the terminal to our left there. So we're just going to make a turn there and find a nice spot to park. It's a bit of a long taxi there, but that's all right. And welcome to Istanbul. We're going to take a look at the replay in just a second here. I'm going to, in the next stream, I'm going to try to find an area where there is constant ATC coverage by IVAO, and we'll do, you know, a flight with ATC just for fun. Not sure where I'm going there. It looks like it should have been the next turn, so you know what? Let's go ahead and just turn here. I think we should have waited for the next turn, but that's all right. We get to do this in the sim, guys. So a little bit of an unrealistic taxi there to the gate, but tell you, this airport is actually, for being freeware, it's actually pretty good. All right, good enough. Let's you know what, I'm not going to kill the engines because I'm not sure how it will affect the replay. So let's bring flight control replay, and let's take a look at the replay. So we're going to stop the recording here, and let's say load, and that's the last one there. Load flight for play. Okay, and we can click on play, and let's see, we'll give it some time to just load. Is IVAO better than VATSIM? Well, I think they're both great networks. I think though, just based on experience. Oh, please don't crash. Okay, all right, there we go. All right, so based on my experience, IVAO has more coverage in Europe, whereas VATSIM is probably more in the US. So let's bring up here, I think right there is good.
Monitor vertical traffic. Adjust vertical speed.
Oh, don't do this again. It's gonna do the same issue. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to, you see this issue with the replay. I'm not sure why it keeps happening. All right, let me load this again. And see if we can, maybe if we load the approach a little earlier, we won't get the, this landing gear issue. It happens with just about all the aircraft. So let's see. Oops. Oh boy. That's what I don't like. When unexpected things happen, it looks like we've lost the replay, unfortunately. I know we can load the aircraft again and at our destination and load the exact replay again, but I'm not sure exactly what has happened here, but we've lost it. VATSIM more stable lately with the connections. I think better ATC is just my opinion. Yes, Mert. I will tell you this: the phraseology used on VATSIM is more professional. So that's for sure. But IVAO is equally good. Maybe in terms of stability, it's all right. So here we are. We're gonna say ready to fly. What is going on here? All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Thank God, the replay is back. But I'm just gonna give it a little time to maybe load the textures a bit. Here, let's take a look at the what's going on, man. All right, here we go. Little trouble there with the I think the landing gear. It's going back up. No landing gear. All right, here we go. Let's put this away. And finally, we can do the replay. One more thing, VATSIM ATC, don't get angry when you do something wrong. That's an important thing for newbies. Absolutely. Fire. Engine number 1 has got fire. Really? Well, a lot of weird things happen during replay, so... What a beautiful sight there out of the 737 passenger window there. Looks like one of the engines is on fire. Ah, look, the landing gear is going back up again. Well, folks, we're just going to have to live with 2 landing gears out of 3. And just take a look at... You know what? We'll do the replay from the wing view this time. How's that? I like... personally, I do like IVAO. I think it's pretty good. And they have coverage in the GCC region, which is, you know, the region that I live in. So so that's another reason why I use IVAO. What a fantastic looking view. That's just beautiful. I mean, just look at the night lighting in Microsoft Flight Simulator is just fantastic. Yeah, the other guy is landing on the other... Oops. Uh-oh. Render memory. The memory could not be read. Oh, that's just too bad, guys. Yeah. Well, what can I say? I've tried my best to show you guys the the final moments of the flight before the sim has decided to give up on us. So it's unfortunate, but true. But I sure do hope that you guys have enjoyed this stream as much as I enjoyed streaming it for you. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you all real soon. Just stay tuned, folks. By the way, if you're not yet subscribed to my Twitter, please do subscribe, Q8Pilot74 on Twitter for the latest updates and the upcoming giveaway of Tobii Eye Tracker 5 and the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke and quadrant. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you all very soon. Well, take care, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.